Today, we're going to be talking about something that's pretty hot right now. We're going to be diving into the world of MLOps.
Oh, yeah.
And
It's
specifically,
a good one.
we're going to be looking at professional certifications
Yeah.
in this field.
Nice.
Yeah.
MLOps is,
If you're out there and you're thinking about maybe getting a certification in this space,
yeah.
this is the episode for you because we're going to be talking all about what it could mean for your career.
So Git with GitHub. So what is Git? So basically Git is a versioning tool. So versioning means any files you modify, there are some tools which should be recording the changes which we made it in the past, and that process is called versioning. So as part of this process, you have an answer which is like who has been modifying this course, I mean this file source code, what modification has been made, why this modification has been made, where is this, and when that modification was made. So these are the primary questions you will have from the versioning process. So Git is versioning tool, but we do have so many other versioning tools also. Like you see, initially 1972 we had SCCS, and this is the open source category. Okay, then we got RCS. Then later on you got is use CVS. Then SVN become very popular in 2000, and from last 10 years we got the Git, which is very popular. So yeah, Git is one of the tool now everyone is using. So Git is born in 2005, and the father of Git is Linus Torvald. He is the person who has written the kernel source code also. And basically Git was meant for replacement for the Bitkeeper at that time, which was being used to manage the source code for the kernel. So this is something which we have. Now Git is popular because of many reasons. One of the reason is this is distributed. Distributed means there is a two kind of versioning tools we have. One is server and client model. Okay, server and client model, what happens, we have a server and then we have a client. So developers have a client and they connect the through client to the server. So this got server and client model. But in Git we do not have a server. So that means in Git everyone have their own repository, and they work on their local repository. At the end of it, they share the code through the repo sync actually. So in a server and client model, we have a one repository which is located at a server. But in a Git, we have everyone have their own repository and they work on their own repository. So that is something which you call it a distributed version control. This is open source and free and compatible with all the operating system. And because it's a local, you have a repository which is local, not in server. So it's a faster than 100x also many times. Look at the popularity of Git. So here Git is different, GitHub is different. So don't compare that. So GitHub has a Git repository. So GitHub has a Git repository. GitHub manage that Git repository. And look at the growth of the Git repository at GitHub. And by looking at this, you can see that popularity of Git. So now who can use Git? Who can use Git? So anyone who wants to version their source code, they may use a Git. And when I say source code, typically any files. You can see the list of files, any programming language as such, any text-based file in any format, you can version at Git. But Git is not suitable for images, movies, music, fonts, Word documents, spreadsheet, PDF, because these are not X file. These are the non-text-based file, which is in a executable form actually. So like that. Let's say if you want to open a PDF, you have to have PDF viewer or something like that. So yes, you can store these files on the Git, but versioning will not be there. Versioning means you cannot compare the difference between the two files or two movies or two music file or something like that. So yes, you can store it, but not useful for it. So Git is distributed, and that is we need to understand. So I'll let me help you with it. So how it works. So in the server and client model, there is one server, okay, and then there is one repository, okay, and this repository is managed by one software such as SVN, CVS or something, Purpose or something like that, okay. So this is the software, and then this is something which we have now. Now this is the workstation, okay, one workstation, second and third, and here you have a client installed, and each client, and this is a repository, they have a versioning of file system, and the metadata database they have. So this is called repo. So now if you want to access it through the network, you can access it, this client, and metadata you have here, but here you have one version of files, only files. So this is server and this is the client. So on this architecture only we had CVS, SVN, Purpose, Clear Case, and many more actually. Did you understand that?
Yes.
Now Git is different. So this is the one laptop, this is second laptop, this is third laptop, this is the fourth laptop. Four people, they have their own workstation. So they everyone create their own repository here. So in the server and client model, only one repository is there. But here they work on their own repository, and then through client, they work on the local repository. It's not a server call, it's a local call actually. So repository is located in your own machines, and basically you do the complete versioning in your own repository. This is repository. This is repository. So this is the repository you have. So everyone, those who wants to work with it, they have to have their own repository and then do the versioning on the source code. So that is how it's been used to work on it. So that's the reason we call it Git is the distributed model. Here you have a multiple repository, multiple failures, point of failures, but here there's only one point of failures. Got it?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so now we'll have to get started. So how do we do that? So let me run through this one. Here you have um, flow document work.
Rajesh, just one question. So any language or Eclipse I take or PyCharm I take or Visual Studio Code I take, or if you take a simple Git command, I mean Git command line, anywhere the command will be same, but its approach will be different. That's it, right?
Yeah, command will be same, behavior will be same, but sometime you do through command line, sometime you do through UI. So this is the same thing. Okay.
Okay.
So now let's start with basic workflow working with a local repo. Okay. So this tutorial will help you. Okay. I'll get tutorial, get basic workflow and all. Okay. So first thing you go for this image, you can ignore it. First you go for step number one. So install the Git client. So how to install the Git client? So there's one website which is called git-scm. Here you can download and install it in Windows. That's not a problem. In Linux, apt install git, or in yum install git, all this thing you can do that. So this is something which you can do that. So I have installed the git already. So here you say git bash. When you install in Windows, you get a git bash. So the beauty of the git bash is you can run not only git command but
The
basic
screen is
Linux.
stopped sharing.
It's not sharing. Are you sure?
No, just now it stopped sharing. Yeah, now it's sharing.
Okay. So here, this is a git bash. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah. So git bash, the moment you install the git in Windows, you get one utility which is called git bash. So git bash is a kind of utility. You can run the basic Linux command using git bash, but at the same time in Windows, at the same time you have a command for running the git command also. So you can use this git bash for running the commands, or you can use the normal commands also. This one also git. So this is also okay. This is also okay. Okay. So first install the git, and after that you have to create a git repo. Remember, in order to work with it, everyone has to create a repo. How do we create a repo? So git init is the one which will help you to create a repo. So let me create it. So for example, what I'll do, I'll create one folder here. And what is this repo? I'll just delete this repo. And now I'm creating one directory, repo1, and I go, it should be empty directory. And here you should open new and git bash, or command line also you can work. So right now I'm here. Git bash, I like it because you see the color combination and everything. So that way it saves your time. So let me create a repo. Done. Is done. So this is the repository which you have .git folder. Okay, this will be hidden directory. You have to go and view, show hidden files. So then you will see that. Okay, so step number 2 is also done. Now here you have to decide what kind of file you want to version, typically source code. So you have to copy either you can copy the source code from different location or create some source code. So I'm faking out some creating a source code. So touch is the fastest command to create fake files. File1 dot, let's say Java, file2 dot Java, file3 dot Java. So you have three files, file1, file2, file3, and all kind of things. Okay, so these are the files you have which you can work with it. So I created this file, and so which you can version it. You can modify this file. One of the files, let's say I modify and write some few lines of code. One line, two line, three lines, four lines, and that's all. Like this, you will work on it. You whichever the file you want to version it, you will decide. Now this, who are you? So in Git you have because you are working with the local repo, so you cannot set user ID and password or something like that. It's not a network call. So for that you have to set your name and email address. This is how. So you can set it up. It's a one-time activity for each repo. So clear the screen, and here you can set a name and set a email ID. Okay.
Uh, wait. So it is stuck. Your screen is stuck.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, now I'm able to say yes. Yeah. Now I'm able to say git config user dot email. Yeah, previously it was stuck.
Let me check my internet because it should not happen like that. Internet's good. Are you in the home internet now?
Yes.
Then why this problem is coming? Because internet
No,
speed
no.
is good.
Just 2 30 seconds lag like that it is coming. Not every time. Just now I saw it. Git config that part.
Okay,
No, but now I'm able to see it.
okay, okay. So now after adding the name and username, it's a one-time activity list out. So this, if you see that here, let's go. So here it is. So now here we do install git, create git repo, decide which one, and then set it up. Now this command which will help you to add the file to the git. So let's run this git add command and file name. So and then here git add git status. See here I've added a file. Git status will tell you the information whether it's added or not. So it's added here. Now after this you are going to commit this. So this is the command to use this commit.
No, 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 no. I'm unable to see git status. I'm unable to see git commit.
Uh, Not sure why. I'll pause this recording for a few seconds. Can you please join once again because this kind
Yeah,
of issue should
sure.
not happen. Yeah.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. So this command will commit the files and so on and
Can
done.
you start from git status once? Just
Yeah. Here is the status. Here is status.
okay.
Okay. So here's status and after that I committed. So now what I did, I committed this is the one file. Okay. And step number 7, you see the log file. Okay. So here, see the log file and done. And one more thing you want to see git show is commit ID. Now let's understand that. So see who has committed Rajesh Kumar. When what committed this time. Why he has committed this change this time. What was committed? This content. At what location it's committed? Root locations. So complete details you have when you commit. You see here. Got it?
Yes. So internally it works like a Linux environment, right?
It's not Linux environment, but you
Okay.
can use in the Windows and Linux both. That's things.
Okay.
So now the question is, we did the command add and commit and logs, but we have to know a little bit more. What is the, you need to know more. So we need to know this 3 directory structure. What is the difference between git add versus git commit? Why we added here, you see, before committing we added a file and then here we committed. And using logs we are seeing that. So why we did this? That's a question. Okay. So in git we have a 3 locations. Okay. Working directory, staging area, and repository. So whenever you add and commit, you process the file from the working directory to staging and staging to repository. How it works? Let's understand through this image. Okay, so I'm not drawing an image, but it's already developed. Look at this. So first thing, we have a 3 areas. One areas, we have a first areas which we have a staging. Okay, look at this. Let me snip it and let me show you. So here, now we have a workspace, staging area and repository area. So now here, this is you, and you write a code in the workspace. So that is the area. Okay. And here there's one Git folder. Look at this. Git folder, we have a two areas, staging area and repository area. You don't need to go and locate that because that is not required. This is the one. Inside that you have two areas. Okay. Just for understanding purpose. Are you getting my points?
No, no. What should I not locate? That point can you repeat? What do you mean by I should not?
Question is why do we have to add a git add and git commit?
Yes, that's
What
understood.
So for that understanding, we have to understand Git workflow, the
Mm,
structure of the Git.
mm,
So in the Git, we have three areas to work. One we
mm.
call it working directory,
Staging.
one we call it staging area, and one we call it
Mm.
repository. So the
Okay.
question is, what is a working directory? Where is the staging area? What is a repository? So working directory is a workspace where you write a code. This is something example here. But
Okay.
staging area and repo area is inside a git.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
now we have a two area. Now the question is what happens? So you write a code in the work directory and then after that you add. So when you add, the file goes to staging. You see here, file goes to staging. And staging is a place to see the review. You can do the review. And how do you see the which file is in staging, which file is not staging? So you can run the status command. So if you see that this file in working directory, but when I added git add file to, and this file is in, so this is the file, this is the file. So yeah, okay. So this is something. So which is in staging area. So you see this is in staging area because I added this one. This is still in working directory. So if you want to send this file to the repo commit, you have to commit. So now you see that this file is here, and the moment you commit, this file will go and create one object, and that object will assign with some character and so on. So every commits you will get a character just like you did last time. You see here, this is the character
So
you will get.
just 1 minute. So when we stage it, no, it will be almost entered into our working directory. Now, can we revert that from staging?
Yeah, anytime you can revert back from here to back to workspace. You can do
You
that.
stop screen sharing. Uh, oh, again you're sharing. Oh,
No, I'm not doing all these changes. I'm not sure why you are having problem.
oh yeah.
Internet
Now I
is.
will see. I don't know.
So is it a
Okay.
internet home internet or something else actually you are
No,
using?
no. Today I don't have internet issue. Like
Okay. So here, if you see that you work on the file in working directory, you add it, the file
okay,
is in staging area. Then from the when you commit the file from the staging area to repo it traveled. Got it?
got it.
Yeah. So this is something which happened. So now you understood that this rule where you have a working directory file, you add it, staging area, you commit and repository. So this is the something which you have. So now how do you understand this file? So let's look at this image, this one. So here the same image which I showed you. So right now one file which you see file 4 is in staging area right now, working directory. Sorry, not staging, working directory. Now if you see
Okay,
that there's one file, new file 3 that is in staging area. Now middle one is interesting. So middle one, which is a file1.java, So it says, hey, we have that file. So that means the last file it was committed. Okay. So that last version of file you have in the Git, but the new changes you did, it's not there. So you have this new changes still in working directory. So you see here, changes not staged for commit. Stage means, see, this file is there in the Git repo, but the changes which you made after the commit, which is not there. So you have to add it. So still is in working directory. Change is still in directory. So this is the three areas Git you have it, and you need to work on it. So add. So now if you revise this flow, when you say add here, okay. So you're basically adding a file from your workspace to Git to staging area. And when you say commit, you're committing the file from staging area to repo area. Got it?
Yes.
So this is the workflow. So here, this is the local repo workflow. So every time what you have to do, you have to add and commit every time. So here git add all and git commit adding all. So I added everything, get logs. See here, so two commit. So here there's one commit, there's another commit. You want to create any modifications again. So vi file to .java. I modify the code, save it. So now if you do status, git status, and you see that this file is there in the git repository, but the changes which I made, it's in working directory. Send to staging file to .java and git commit again file to Java. So you have to always do the add commit, modify the file, add commit. So this flow you have to always do it. Now understood this? All of you?
Understood.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, understood.
Okay. So now there are a few extra commands which I have it. So for example, just understand this. If you want to add all files, how do we do that? So this command. Now let's say you have a 5 files in the staging area. So when you commit, all files will get committed. Staging area I'm saying. But let's say you don't want to commit all 5. So this command, you know that, which will commit all the files from the staging area, but you have to pass this one. So you have to commit selectively. So only this file from the staging area will be committed. Now let's say if you want to commit the directory. So empty directory is meaningless in Git. So you create a directory, you have to feed some files and then add and commit. You can do that. So that is something which is you can do that. If you want to modify the some files existing ones, so here again modify this file, add it and commit it. Okay, so this is something which you have to do. Now look at this image here, and so now you committed multiple objects. You see here in this image, here there's one commit, two commit, three commit, four commit, five commit. So this is add commit, work on the file, add commit. This is what you are doing. But how do we reverse this? That means in this my workspace, I want the file which I committed in commit to second commit. How do I do that? So this is you use the checkout command. You see this arrow? Checkout is reversing the process. Whatever you have in a repository, you want to see history basically. You want to see. So you have to use the checkout command. So for example, right now if you see how many comments I'm having
Uh,
it.
wait. Just hold on. Can you pause recording?
Yeah.
Yeah, no need. Again, actually, your screen just. Yeah, now I'm able to see. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So I was talking about, let's say you have multiple commits in the
Yeah, check out.
repository.
Yeah,
So
I got
but
it.
you want to get the older version which you committed
Yes.
earlier. So how do we do that? To checkout command. So here you see
Okay.
I have a 3 commits. I want this is my workspace. Okay, so I want to get this version of it. So what to do? Git checkout and commit id. Okay, and you see the
Okay.
message you have, and from masters so you move to here, and ls see only one file. You want to go to the most recent commit, so git checkout master. Master is always linked to the latest commit, and now you see 3 files.
But you checked out, no? It is switched to that previous version, right? Still master
Ha,
remains to the latest one only?
ha. So when you check out the older version, you have to use the id, commit id, and
Okay.
after that I show you this file again back to my latest commit. So it always linked to the master. So again I got it back to the master. See,
Yeah, that one I got, Rajesh. What I'm telling you is that this is just to switch, no. If you
yeah,
check out, it will automatically map this old
yeah,
version ID to the new one. It has to do it right. But still
ha,
the new one is attached to master, right?
ha. So this all reference is stored in the .git repo. So see, when I check out the older version, I got it in my workspace. This is my workspace, and
Yes.
I want to go to the most recent changes. That means let me show you the email. Here I wanted two, so I check out this one. But again, I wanted to check out the 5th version. So again, check out master. If you do the last commit, you will get it. Got it? Hello?
Yeah, got it, got it. Understood.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so now this is how we used to work on it. Now, next question is, so this is something which you have to do that. So here, checkout master. You can also delete a file, see the status, commit and status. So these are the basics command, you can practice it. So this was all about the working with the local repository. Okay, local repository. But how
Okay.
do we work? How do we work with a remote repository? Okay,
Okay.
so see, this is Rajesh, this is Ashwarya, this is Jamie, and this is Karan. So 4 people are working in their own local repository. You are also working in the one local repository. I'm also working on the local repository. So how do we share my code? How you say, Rajesh, you worked on this code. Share with me the code. So how do you work on that? Okay, how do we work on it? So this is something which you have it. So now to get understanding of this, we have to go into the understanding the remote repo. So this tutorial will help you. Okay, so you can go for it. And now the first question, you should understand this image. Easy way. See, there's a 4 people in this image, correct now?
Yes.
So now the question is, will we should know how this we can share my code with others. So guys, here we have to talk about the repo. Okay, one important things, don't get confused. When I say repo means, you see workspace. No, I'm not talking about the workspace. I'm talking about this repo, last one, where the commit you have it. That is your repo.
Okay. Okay.
Got it? So now,
Okay.
yeah, you have to think about that repo. So now you have a repo, here repo, Ashwarya repo, Rajesh repo, Jamie repo, Karan repo. So how do we share the my code with you? So basically, Git allows you to push and pull concept, okay, between the 2 repos. That means if I want to share my code with Ashwarya, so what I will do, she has a repo, I have a repo. So I will push that code to Ashwarya. So my committed objects, Ashwarya will get it. or I can pull also, back to pull also. So I will get it. So here, how do we share the code? Push and pull, simple. How do we work with remote repo? Say local repo, remote repo. Remote repo, which is outside of my laptop. Local repo, which is my laptop. So if I want to send my code to someone else, push. If I want to get someone else code, pull. Simple. Push, pull, push, pull, push, pull. Simple. Now next question is okay, because push pull will happen over the network. What are the protocol we are using for it? So push pull allows the
Right.
two protocol.
One, just a minute.
Hello.
Just a minute. Just a minute.
Yeah.
Uh, your screen is stopped sharing.
Your voice is breaking actually for me.
My voice is breaking.
Yeah, your voice is breaking for me. Check your internet speed fast.com. Just you write it in the browser and check that.
Can you stop recording?
Yeah.
This conference will now be recorded.
Just a second. Hello.
Able to hear.
Hello. Okay, just a second. I think I lost the view.
I'm able. I'm able to hear.
Just a second.
Okay.
Hmm. You are able to hear view, right? My screen. Hello. Hello.
Yes, yes, I'm able to
Hello.
hear you. I'm
Okay.
able to
Okay. Yeah.
hear you.
Yeah.
I'm able to hear you.
Yeah. Can you check your internet speed? Because I don't know why this trouble is happening. Because
It is 7 Mbps. It is very low actually.
oh, then
Morning
it's
it was
problem.
30.
Oh, that's the
Yeah,
reason we are
it's
having. It should be okay. Because I'm in
yeah.
home
Now it
right
is
now.
10 Mbps. Fluctuating. Okay.
There is no
Okay.
house Wi-Fi you have. Home Wi-Fi.
This is house Wi-Fi only. It's house Wi-Fi only.
Okay. Okay.
But recently box was changed and from I actually raised a ticket
Okay. Okay. Okay.
for
So
after.
let's.
Yeah.
Okay. So here. So the question is, how do I share my code with others? How do I get others code? Okay. So here, push and pull. Now the next question is,
Oh,
which is the protocol which is supported between the two repo? So protocol is SSH over the network and HTTP. Okay. So these are the two protocol which is supported.
okay.
Okay. So now
Okay.
this is something which we have. So now what we do? So what happened over the period of time? Let's get one image. Okay. So over the period of time, we started asking for many other features actually. So people started asking, understand that very simple way. So here you see there's a for repo. Then people started asking, hey, I have a this is a local repo, okay? And see here, understand this problem first. Uh, First problem you understand in this image. In this image, if you see, so here you have only 4 people, and let's say this is my local repo. So I want the changes from the 3 different people. So I have to push and pull from here, push and pull from here, push and pull from here. If you have a more people in the team, then it's like nightmare, right? Correct now?
Yes.
So what has happened? Then we decided as a team, hey, let's not push and pull against each other. Let's have the one repo which is central repo. Means This is also repo, this is also repo, this is also repo, but this is hosted in laptop, but this will be hosted in one of the team server. Okay. So now there's a concept. See, understand this. Local repo means my repo. Remote repo means any repo which is not mine, which is outside of my laptop, which is remote repo. Out of is there is one central repo, which is there's no server concept. Central repo, which is central to the team actually. So which that central repo is remote repo, but that central repo is being used for sharing the within the team members. Are you understanding?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So then we got a central repo, but many people started demanding many features actually. What features they started demanding? Over the period of time, people said, hey, central repo is a good place for collaborations. So I need a wiki feature. So Git declined that. Git says we don't have a Git wiki features for it. Someone said I need an issue management tool over the central repo also. Then Git declined. Someone said I need over the central repo some UI we need it so we can explore the code and all and see that. So Git also declined. Teams from the security enterprise team came and they said I want to add a role-based access. So someone should have a read access, write access, this, that and all. So Git declined actually. They said no, we don't have any plan to add this feature. Someone said, hey, I want one dedicated place where not only one central repo should be managed because I'm in my organization, I have a 500 projects. So 500 repo I want to manage, 500 central repo I want to manage at one place. How do I do that? That also we did not get it. Some people ask here for security scan, backup and any features actually. And every time Git declined to serve that process, features. Are you understanding all of it?
Yes.
So what do we do in this case? Then many product development company came and they said, hey, you love Git, I know that, but Git is not good for enterprise because you need all these wiki issues, tracking management, UX, rollback, and all this thing, blah blah blah. What do? We will offer this feature. Okay, we will offer this feature. We'll develop this feature. We will offer it to your organization's enterprise. You need to make a payment to us, and that is where that many software has developed. First software was GitHub, then GitLab, Bitbucket, Gerrit, AWS, Azure. So all this software got developed for doing all this thing also. So out of which one software we can use it, GitHub. So see here, there's a concept. You can call it a Git server, but you should not call it a Git. Sorry, you can call it a Git repo, a central repo, or remote repo, but you should not call it Git server. Why? Because there's no concept called Git server. But you can call it a GitHub server. So GitHub server is a kind of platform which has a wiki issue management tool and all blah 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 feature for the Git repository. Got it, all of you?
Yes, yes.
So now let's go to the GitHub, and here you see there's a GitHub, and you can log in free account. You can here, and then you can create a account and repository. So here you have multiple organizations at the GitHub. Okay, these are the organizations. So by default, when you open an account, you get one organization default. So I have so many actually, you can see that. So one of the accounts I use for the training, that is called demo temporary. So this is the organizations I use for training purpose. So what we do? So create repo. Now whatever I did through command line, you will do through UI.
UI.
Yeah. So name the repository name. So a repository name is 28. What is November, right? Yeah, November 2000. You should give the real meaning name. But the problem is I have created so many repo, not able to remember. So public, private. Public means anyone can see your code, but they cannot modify until you give access to them. Private means only the people whom you are giving access, they can read the code or modify the code. So I'll go for the public one. Readme file and all is just ignored in create repo. So I did this same thing in my laptop using git init command, and now you did through UI. So if you see that here issue management capabilities you have, so you can create issues. Let's say Devops school login page is not working, right? So you can assign to someone and all this thing, and then create a ticket. Someone will work and all. It's like a Jira. Okay, so here you have issue management too. Okay, if you want Jenkins like a capability, here you have actions where you write a pipeline code for it. You have wiki, you want to create a documents for your project, so create a document. Okay, and then save this page. Multiple documents, hierarchies, and all you can create it. Okay, some security things we have. Some access management here you have. You can give access to someone else. I think it's enabled. So you can add a team or people, and let's say I'm adding one of IID, and here you can decide what you want: read access, write access, admin access, all these things you can decide. So now everything it's become very easy and doable. So all this is which is provided by GitHub. Something similar has been provided by GitLab also, or any other vendors which I talked about it, like GitLab, Bitbucket, Gerrit, AWS, Azure. Everyone is providing almost same features. Are you understanding, all of you?
Yes.
So now the question is, how do we do the push and pull? So here you have a two protocol which I initially discussed: HTTPS, SSH. For SSH, you need to upload your public key to the this place. Here, go to this setting, and here SSH and GPG key. So here you need to upload your public keys. Okay, here SSH keys. You can upload your public key and then get it done. Now here, how to upload SSH key, GitHub, and end of it, just anything you are looking for it, end of it, just put the Devops You see here how to generate. This tutorial will help you step by step. First generate PowerShell, Linux, and after that log into GitHub, where to upload everything you have it. So yeah, you can do that. But right now, public key will not work for my laptop because my public key is already been used for some other accounts. So HTTPS. So HTTPS is like HTTP call. You will make it. For that, you need a token. So token also you can generate. So again, you can go for it. GitHub token, something like that, and Devops school token, Devops school. So this tutorial will help you see that token. So this tutorial with a screenshot will help you. So like this, you can start finding. So token, where is that? Under the developer setting, pat classic one. This is the last time I created, so I can use it. This one. Click on this and regenerate token for 7 days.
Rajesh, just hold on, please.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. So, just can you explain with words once again? Just how did you come to this window? Settings, sir. Settings
You
of
don't
DevOps.
you don't need to remember this right now because I
Okay.
have a document. No, here you see I have a
Okay.
document, so you can go through this and do that. But right now,
Okay.
understand this way: uh, SSH using keys
Okay.
and HTTPS using token. Because if you try to
Okay.
remember, no, you'll get lost. Your mind will get lost to remember all this. Okay. So two things remember: SSH keys,
Please.
HTTPS token. Simple.
Tokens. Okay.
Yeah. So I generated a token. This you have a steps here. or in the recordings you can go and get it. Yeah. So here just anything you are searching, but end of it put it a Devops school, you will get my tutorial for sure. Okay.
Okay.
So here this is the token. So I'm using a token now. So let's push it. So this is the repository I'm pushing it. I have a 3 commits behind it. I want to share with you. So git push where this repository https URL master
Yes,
branch.
HTTP. Okay.
Yeah. It will prompt me the token. Prompt will happen. So first time I think it will failed. Why? Because the last prompt, a last token was saved that was used, so it got failed. Now because
Okay.
now it didn't work, so they will remove it and then they will prompt you. This is how it works in the Windows nowadays. See, the prompt has come, and you can sign in through browser also, but I need a token. So where is it? Where is the token? So here is a token. I give the pat, and done.
Oh, okay.
That's all. So now I have logged in as a HTTPS. Why? Because I cannot log in using SSH key because I have used my laptops somewhere else. So you can upload same you cannot upload same key in the multiple account. That is a problem. So yeah,
Okay.
just I post it here and then go back to this repository and refresh it. See, so now you got it. Now this is the visual things. You just click on it, you get it. 3 commits. What was commit in this? Enjoy the same experience but through command, not command line UI. This is Rajesh Kumar who committed issues and all stuff like that. Here you have a projects. You can create a projects also. You can link to the project. So many options are there. This is big. GitHub is becoming a platform. Slowly is becoming complicated actually. So like that. So now how do we work with the remote repo like a GitHub? Now you understood this? So
Yes, understood.
Aishwarya wanted my code. So I work on the code and I pushed it to the GitHub. Now I informed Aishwarya, hey Aishwarya, go ahead and take the code from the Git. Now I'm acting like Aishwarya. Okay. So this is Aishwarya's machines and she's using command line, not a git bash. Okay. And then she will do clone. Okay. Clone means clone. Matrix movie you've seen, right? Clone. Multiple clone of the same
Yes.
repository. So she will clone using HTTPS or SSH. Because SSH I have not set it up, I'll go for HTTPS. So Aishwarya will clone it. Okay, mind it. She got a clone and you see here, this is the command line she's using, 28 November. You see, clear the screen, start dot, and this is the file she got it, repository got it. So she got everything actually.
Pull out.
Now you want to, huh? She got
Git
everything.
pull. Uh,
Hello? Your voice is
Git
breaking
pull.
actually. Not get
Git
pull,
pull.
clone. See,
Git clone.
understand
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Pull happen between the two repository. But Aishwarya was not having repository, no? That's a problem. Correct.
Oh, okay. Got it.
So she will clone it and she will get a repository. Okay. So she will get a repository. Now you see, she got a repository, whatever Rajesh committed. Now she's reviewing the code and she's modifying the code. She decided to add her own code also. So here Aishwarya .txt. So some of the her code she added. Okay, all this thing. And after that you see get status. She's trying to add one file. So git add, all this command is repetitive. Git commit and adding Aishwarya and committed git log. Now Aishwarya will do what? She has committed her code. What she will do now? She will
She will pull.
push,
Push.
push to GitHub.
Push.
So git push. Now I should give you the full URL for it. Okay, but there
Okay.
is a one beauty of Git. When you clone it, the long URL which you see from HTTPS, this is the one. Get alias is created with the origin. So origin. So this is the is equal to aliases of that URL itself. So either you call the full URL, all the aliases. Aliases is easy to do that, and master. Done. So she will push to the origin, which is a GitHub, and well, keys is already set, so it should done. See, it's done. Push 10. Let me confirm here. So basically, she cloned it. She modified the code, add it, commit, and then pushed it. Now Aishwarya has committed her code also. This is the code you see. So now Rajesh will seek that code. So either you do the git pull and then URL and then URL, which is this one, and then master to get her code. But I'm also lazy person, so how come I get origin? So when you are the starting the repository, you won't have origin created, so you can create origin. How? So this is the command to create origin. But when you clone it, origin will be created, alias will be created for you. No need to worry. Okay,
No,
so
no.
here I'm
Where it will be created? It will be created in my repo,
local repo, yeah,
local repo.
reference,
Okay.
yeah, git config, yeah. So this is the way to create a origin. I created because I was the founder of that repo, no, in the local. So like that. So I created, now I
Okay.
can also push it. So origin master done. Sorry, I have to pull it, right? Yeah, I have to push it. I mean, not have to pull it, right? I have to pull it. I have to pull it. So I want the Aishwarya code, and here you should got it. See Aishwarya code in local. So this is the kind of things now you do that. Look at this here whole relationship. Everyone will push to the GitHub, pull from here. Push, pull, push, pull, push, pull. We keep doing it, all of us. We work in the local repo, add commit, add commit, add commit, and then push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, depends on what you want and get it. Understood now?
Yes, yes. Got it.